gonna do it like this.
Old school to new school, we got the interviews, B-Boy, Reg and Butter.
What up, dog?
Rare footage and rhyme ciphers, producers and songwriters, our podcast is live.
Out cold.
You don't have to write bars to be a superstar. We interview them all, managers and A&Rs, hood legends and athletes and record execs. Your favorite rapper's favorite rapper may be on the show next. If you're trying to get lit, then our show is the light. Blue checks don't mean shit if the amount ain't right. Like, share, and subscribe. Comment when we live. We on all platforms so you can watch anytime.
Funky fresh in the flesh, y'all. Subscribe now.
We're gonna do it.
What's going on? This B-Boy Reg.
I'm DJ Butter, y'all.
Yeah, and this Funky Fresh in the Flesh
podcast. What up, though? We got Raaddrr Van in the house, aka Live Manifest, Rondell Darden. Man, what up, though, man? How you feeling today, fella?
Right now, I'm just, I'm happy, man, just to connect back with my brother, DJ Butter mixtape.
What up, though?
Yeah, but I'm feeling good, man. It's a gloomy day out here in the Bay Area. It's raining. Is it raining out there where y'all at? Is it raining out?
Yeah, it's raining here. You know, I'm back in Detroit, so it's raining.
Yeah,
it's almost 100 out here right now.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's raining hard body out here. So, wow. You know, I'm on the MPC. We're going to talk about that later while this is right here, because I go by another name. So we'll talk about this later. So,
man, yeah. This guy right here, man, he's the reason why a lot of mixtapes were sold in Detroit, man. He's the reason why, you know, a lot of Maurice Malone jeans was promoted around the globe. You know what I'm saying? From Detroit, you know, for hard knock life right here, man. He helped Detroit in a major way, man. For real, man.
And shout out to the D.
Yes, man. Let's talk about, man, your times, man, coming up in Detroit, man. You know, doing music with Pinpoint Productions and, you know, as Live Manifest and Rapping for Change and, you know, just, you know, coming in the game with vinyl, you know what I'm saying? You did all that early.
Well, first off, let me just let everybody know, because a lot of people have it misconstrued. Okay, no doubt, I was born in the D. Now I want to explain. Am I allowed to curse on here? No.
Yeah. No, you can.
I want to explain to you know, I'm gonna keep it clean because I'm also going live on Bigo Live. I don't know if y'all know about that, but I'll tell y'all about that later.
All right.
So there's a difference when you born in a certain place and where you from in a certain place. Just because I'm born in Detroit doesn't mean I'm from Detroit, right? And just because you might be from somewhere, but you wasn't necessarily born in. So when I first came out to the D, 1973, 10 years old, from a baby to 10 years old, I came up on the east side of Detroit. I went to an elementary school called Ferry M. Dexter. I went to that school on the east side, somewhere near Canton Street or what have you. So long story cut short. So when I reached the age 10 years old, my mother ended up shipping me or moving me to New York City. So I ended up, you know, being in New York City for a little bit. But even at 13, 14, I did come back to Detroit. I did try to make things work out when I went to middle school, but got into some trouble. My father thought it was a good idea that I just stay out of Detroit, because growing up in Detroit back at that time, I didn't realize that the drug game was so mean and just hard-bodied out there. But I just wanted to be an MC. But my father thought it would be best that I just stay out of Detroit, stay in New York City. So when I get a little older, when I get up like 19, 20, come back to Detroit. So let's say when I got 18, actually 17, I did come back and I did end up enrolling in high school, Persian High School. Okay, so listen, hey yo, shout out to Dez. Yeah. So listen, DJ Dez. Yes, I did go to Persian. I didn't graduate from Persian. Okay, I still didn't do good in my education, Persian High School. So we talking 1990, 91. So I ended up getting kicked out. So I said, you know what, I really need to get my education. But I said, okay, since it's not going to work out for me, I might as well just go back to NYC. I did end up graduating from Canarsie High School. This is for you, Dez. Nothing against you, Dez. I just want to let it be known. Yes, the brother was born in the D, but I wasn't fully raised up all in Detroit. I was back and forth, NYC, Detroit, back and forth. But as I got older, I ended up staying out of Detroit. Then I ended up coming back, trying to make it work. My grandmother was living there. My father was there, but then my father ended up getting locked up, going to prison. Then he came home. This is right about when I'm coming up to what you asked me about Detroit. So after school and all that, I decided to make some cassette tapes. Mm-hmm. No longer on the east side. My grandmother ended up moving to Livernois in China. Okay, so you could say 92, 93. All right, I'm already done with school. Started moving my cassette tapes, making tapes, moving them around Detroit. But before I decided to start making cassette tapes, now I wanna track back now. So you could do the math. Okay. So I believe 1990 and 91 is when I met M. Malone, my brother Maurice Malone. Shout out to Maurice Malone. Shout out to Maurice. Met Malone at a fly-ass spot called the Rhythm Kitchen. Yeah. Rhythm Kitchen. That's when I say I made my name really known throughout Detroit. Rocking with Mo Malone. Maurice showed me so much love, and shout out to Hassan. Rest in peace to Hassan. Rest in peace, Hassan. Rest in peace. Mo, he used to call me New York. That was my nickname. Just the way I introduced myself, and when I went to the Rhythm Kitchen, I everybody that I met, Jerome Mungo, they knew I was from NYC when I first stepped on the scene. All right. So, but I only had a short little career. This is before Pinpoint. Okay. Stay rocking with Maurice Malone. I believe the Rhythm Kitchen. DJ Butter, have you ever been to the kitchen?
Yeah, I think that's where I met you at, man.
Yeah, I used to be there too. Yeah.
I really can't remember. I don't know if it's 1990 or 91. Is it 90?
That was like the end of 91, 90. Yeah, the end of 91 was when I was going to high school.
Okay, no doubt. So anyway, Maurice Malone gave me, I would say, he gave me the opportunity to work for him, to hold down the hip hop shop, close his tapes. Not me. Now I want to tell y'all something. There was no Lord Manifest at that point. 1990, 91, you know what my name was? I went by the name E.L. Love. I don't think you knew that.
No.
But the people that knew me as E.L. Love, rest in peace to my brother Baatin. Me and Baatin was like this in Persian high school. Like we was
Village Baatin. Yeah.
T3 and Jay Dilla, shout out to them, but I wasn't really close to them like that. But me and Baatin, son was so cool to me and showing me so much love. He used to travel over to the West Side, pick me up from my grandmother's house. I'm talking about the West Side of Detroit. When I say West Side, he would come to the West Side of Detroit, Illinois, Calumet, pick me up, and we would just drive around and hang out. I mean, Baatin would break bread with me. The brother was so cool, so cool.
Oh, yeah.
So E.L. Love, that was my name. It was I didn't become Lord Manifest until end of 92, 93. But I tell y'all how Lord Manifest came about. But my first demo tape that I made with these brothers, rest in peace to my brother K Funk. He went to Persian high school too. Just before I got thrown out, I had a chance to get with my man. First meet Baatin, then meet my man K Funk, or I'll say meet Slum Village. Meet these brothers. Being close with Baatin was dope. But what I want to say to you, E.L. Love, when I made my first demo tape, it was over there on the east side. I forget what street. I hooked up with these other east side brothers before I decided to break out and leave and go back to NYC. I made a dope cassette tape, but it will never, ever be, you would never, ever in life, even myself, be able to hear it, because at that time, I wish what we got today, DJ Butter, B-Boy Reg, if we had the camera phone and all that, if I was just thinking, because you know back in them days to buy a camcorder, nobody was thinking of buying a camcorder. We had no money to buy no camcorder. So I'm thinking like, yo, if I use my brain, if I would have just document everything I did, even from 17 on up, man, I'll have the best footage ever. But anyway, I made a dope demo tape, but my name was E.L. Love, Everlasting Love. Of course, you asking that question. Yeah, I was sounding like LL back in them days. I did have that tone of voice, rhyming, sounding like LL Cool J and all that. But yeah, the name E.L. Love. I didn't get a chance to really spit in the cipher that I don't remember. I know people see me rhyming and spitting in Persian, but I can't quite recall. I know my man K Funk, rest in peace, who came to me, was like, "Hey, yo, you rap? I heard you rap." So basically, I probably was spitting, moving rhymes around Persian high school, but I don't think I sparked the cipher. I think I didn't really spark the cipher really until I met Maurice Malone. Wow. Knowing that I'm not shy, I probably was a little shy, but I didn't really start popping off until I met Maurice Malone. And then when I went to the Rhythm Kitchen and I seen a dope ass style that I really never seen before, I was like, I didn't even know these brothers existed out here in Detroit with the hip hop, with the long locks. Shout out to Dopedelic, I met them.
Yeah, Josh says.
And my man Dynamite.
Yes.
Let me say this. Let me backtrack. I did ended up going to Mackenzie High School, but for some reason, I don't want to curse, but I'll just say for some damn reason, I don't know why I couldn't make my mind up to stop getting kicked out of school. Like I went to Mackenzie, Something happened, fight, something thrown out. Tried to go back, they wouldn't let me back in. Mackenzie, then I go to the east side, try to get with my pops and his wife and stay with them and go to Persian High School. So he just said, look, man, you not doing good. You need to just find out what you want to do with your life, but this ain't it for you. And then I had my grandmother over on the west side. So long story cut short, hey, I ended up getting my high school diploma from Canarsie High School and BK. So look, I did end up because I didn't want to like try to get a GED. You know, I'm still relatively young, 17, 18. So I just have to be a 18-year-old in the 11th grade, but graduate later and do my thing. So I did that. So Mackenzie to Persian. I met Dopadelic, I believe, was it 89 and 90? I met them at Mackenzie, Dopadelic. Met them brothers.
That's early Detroit hip hop, Dopadelic.
Then going over to the east side and then meeting some Village. But like I said, rest in peace to Baatin, we was just super close. I think me and Baatin, shared my heart. We shared that same type heart. Because as much as people thought I was a weirdo, they thought Baatin was weird too. So we just had that we would spit. He spit, I'll spit. Me and him did a little cipher together. But later on, and just to let y'all know, I'm jumping randomly through, but I'm trying to give y'all a story. Maurice Malone, I'm gonna jump over to the shelter. Not a homeless shelter, people. I'm talking about a spot
shelter. Like an 8 Mile. That was the shelter.
No doubt. The first time that I would say that I got cool with the full Slum Village, with T3, Show Love, and J Dilla, I bought their tape. Fantastic. I gave them like $10, bought that tape. Promoted it when I was doing my thing. Now I'm coming up to the Lord Manifest. I was calling myself EL Love Lord Manifest, but I got rid of the EL Love. I kept the Lord Manifest. So anyway, bought the tape from Slum Village. T3 and J Dilla, they thought I was cool. But Dilla, he ain't really talk to me much. T3 ain't really build much. That's cool. They slapped my hand, pound me, it's all good. But Baatin, that's my brother from another mother. That brother related to me. But yeah, shout out to Slum Village. But that's my roots as far as being in Detroit. Now back to Maurice Malone. Maurice Malone made me his partner, his protege, and put me in control of the mixtapes, the blue jeans for your ass, as you know. As a matter of fact, when WTC, Wu Tang Clan, Maurice Malone had brought them to the D. I don't know if he was around, DJ Butter.
Yeah, I remember that.
We was all there.
Yeah.
Okay. Do y'all remember the meth? Pardon me, the meth and Redman at Wayne State University? Did y'all come to that show?
No, I didn't go to that show, but I remember it happening.
You know that's when you met. That's when you met Wu Tang. Is around that time.
Well, hold on, I'm gonna come all around now. I'm about to blow your head back. I'm about to tell you a whole bunch of ill stuff. When I'm jumping randomly, so I'm gonna come back to Wu Tang Clan, but I'm gonna take y'all to Redman and Meth. You know who opened up for them at Wayne State University? Wow. Me and that brother, rest in peace, Big Proof.
Yeah.
Wow.
Big Proof. And I got a story on Proof, but we'll come back to that. Open up for Redman and Meth. Now, what was dope about Wayne State University was that Meth.
What year was that?
Wayne.
This is 92.
Oh, this is like the early Redman Method Man.
Yeah, the like 94 or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
I remember.
Yeah. And the thing was so bugged out is that when Meth was doing his thing, it's funny when he started like jumping in the crowd.
Yeah.
Detroit wasn't feeling it.
Right.
They wasn't feeling it. People was trying to front on Meth, and it was like a little fight broke out. And every time I see Meth, he's like, "Yeah, man." This was back then when I seen him. He's like, "Yeah, well, was trying to front on me, got into a little fight." But he was like, "Yo, son, you can freestyle." Because he saw I was freestyling, he gave me my props. Now I'm gonna jump back to the hip hop shop. When Maurice Malone brought all 9 members out to the hip hop shop, that was real. That was hard body. But see, I didn't take on to Wu Tang Clan. What I mean to say, I believe I might have said peace to a few people, but I didn't quite hop on to them because at that time I'm Lord Manifest. I'm an MC. Big up to all you brothers, but I'm Lord Manifest. I do what I do. Spit fast, roll my tongue fast, do my thing, rock my big hat. That's what I do. Now, you asked the question, DJ Butter. I didn't quite get real strong and tight with actually certain 9 members, not the whole 9. The first brother that embraced me was, rest in peace, ODB. Old Dirty embraced me. Right. He showed me mad love. I'm gonna tell you like this. 92, 93. You know what he told me when I told him that I'm a solo MC Lord Manifest? You know what he said to me? He's like, "Yo, you can't be solo. This is at this time." He said, "Yo, you need a crew. You need a crew to come in. You got to come with a clique." I'm like, "Yo, I'm Lord Manifest. I'm doing my own thing." And he was telling me, "You need a clique to come in to do your thing." Now this is 9293. Now I'm gonna tell you how this all happened. How I met ODB and how this came along. Shout out to Maurice Malone. One day we took a trip. This was me. Oh, Dopadelic came along for the ride. Me, Josh Says, Dynamite D Mo. We drove out to NYC. Let me throw this female at you, DJ Butter, B-Boy Reg. Do y'all remember this female that used to be at the Rhythm Kitchen? I think her name was Gypsy.
Gypsy.
And Mo. Little short female, Mo.
With a J. Gypsy with a J.
Yeah, do you remember them?
Yeah.
I say that to say, when we drove out to NYC, to East New York, BK, she was living there, and I believe her and ODB probably was dealing. They probably was dealing with each other. So from us driving out to NYC and ODB embracing me and showing me that love, after that, I ain't really see Dirty again until I permanently started, I was still back and forth, the D to NYC, but I started just living life in NYC. Then I seen Dirty. Then I seen Killer Priest, Reza, Ghost, Sons of Men. Then brothers started embracing me because I was the first one to go out to Midtown, DJ Butter, B-Boy Reg. Nobody in NYC was doing it. Back at that time, I was the only one out there. Son, the tapes that I got and CDs that I got from Pinpoint Production, they would ship them to me to NYC. I would go to Time Square, and they're like, "Yo, who is this kid?" I would actually sell a EP. If you remember, an EP had like 4 joints. Son, why I'm trying to get $10 for 4 songs? $10.
You be in front of Virgin Mega Store or something, right?
Right. Actually, this was before the Mega Store. This is like the end of '94, beginning of '95. Like we still had the video arcade out.
Yeah.
Town Square was looking all grainy and all that. No tourists was around, so I just decided to go ahead, son, I was selling my rap. I don't know if you remember the Rapping for Change stickers, the circle. Son, why was New York City giving me 50 cents? I was selling stickers for 50 cents. 50 cent stickers.
For the sticker? God.
It was, yeah, son, I was doing it. I started like tagging them everywhere and moving them. So yeah, I started seeing a whole bunch of MCs. And then, you know, when me and Pinpoint Production, this is 94, y'all. This is like 94 and 95. Pinpoint, Undercurrent, they decided they wanted to move out of Detroit. They moved. We did get into a little beef, a little argument.
Well, after they got to deal with Madonna, and you
no, not even that. It's just that to be honest with you, I don't want to add too much, but I'll just say that the disagreement and the arguments and everything that Lord manifest myself at Undercurrent Records and Pinpoint Production went through. I believe they used me as a lab rat, and I'm gonna tell you what I mean by that. Undercurrent, Pinpoint, DJ Butter, B-Boy Reg, that they were R&B, disco, house tech type of label. I was their first rapper, MC artist, but let's be honest, DJ Butter. I don't even believe they knew what to do with me, man.
Right.
I don't think they knew what to do with me.
I mean, you were the beginning of the MCs, man. You know, just like putting out records, man. It was people was rapping, but you know, the guys that beating on the wall till your hands bleed and passion, man, that was you, bro.
You know who from the D who got real pissed off at me that I signed my life away, and it was a 10-year contract. I had no idea he was trying to get me a deal, or he was trying to shop me to some labels. Y'all remember Jason Staten?
Yeah. He didn't want to help Wu Tang. Right?
Jason Staten.
Wow.
He was furious when he found out that I signed with Undercurrent Records.
Wow.
He believed in me, and what I'm 2021. This is 94. I'm 21 years old. Now you know DJ Butter B-Boy Reg. When you young, you don't know what you're doing. I don't have nobody. I don't have a lawyer. I don't have nobody that's looking out for me. It's just me by myself. Now, of course, I got people, you know, that like me. I didn't know how close. I didn't really know that Jason Staten really had the feelings for me like that. And each time, I just talked to Jason Staten like a while ago, and he'd be like, don't worry about it. I would bring it up and be like, yo, man, I feel bad that I just didn't give you. I just didn't know. I had no idea. I just didn't know. So he's like, don't worry about it. But anyway, the Pinpoint Production, Undercurrent Records, they left the D. They went to GA, and Mark Kingpin, thank you, because I learned a lot. MPC, thank you. Had I did what I do today for us this back in the 90s, DJ Butter, B-Boy Reg, I believe I would be more known than just the MC. Just the MC. And we'll come back on the production part. If I was making beats, not just MCing, if I was making beats, and I had the brain and the idea of it, because there was this guy who lived on the West Side. I would go to his crib, and he had a Casio, and I would say, yo, let me take your Casio to my grandmother's crib. It was just a Casio, and I'm just thinking about the beats that I made back then. And I'm like, but I didn't take it serious, because all I wanted to do was just spit, grab the mic, battle, and rock. And now today, it's like brothers be like, yo, son, I think you would do more better with your beats than you MCing. Not saying that I'm whack or I can't MC, but I think your money would be more in the beats than your MCing. But we'll come back on that.
Right.
Undercurrent Records, Pinpoint Production, more Kingpin. I just feel DJ Butter, B-Boy Reg, that it is so unfortunate. Rapping for Change EP, son, I wanted to make a dope, sick. Yo, the beats that Mark Kingpin had, DJ Butter, B-Boy Reg, the beats, yo, man. Yo, Kingpin, son, the way he made beats prior back then, he could give Pete Rock, Premier, Kingpin. Not see, Butter, you didn't get a chance to hear my album beats because they never came out.
I remember going there and seeing you in the studio. I was happy that my man had studio time. You know, back then the studio was hard to get in back then.
Right.
It's like, so to see you there, and you know, and they got to deal with Madonna and UNLV and my man over here. Man,
yo, shout out to him. Shout out to him.
Man, hearing something's going on the radio, I'm like, my man over there. Man, that's dope. I got a picture still of you.
I'm gonna give you your props, John Penn. I'm gonna give you your props, John Penn. You did get my joint played on Billy T, the Rap Blast. Shout out to Billy T.
Billy T, what up?
Billy T gave me the illest shout out because everybody used to see me. That's what I was saying to you, DJ Butter. The African World Festival, that was my that was my palace. The African World Festival is not the festival if you don't see Lord Manifest. Brothers used to call me Lord Manifestival because I used to, this Lord Manifestival. Like I was just tear down the African World Festival when I want to see this.
I got my mixtape hustle from you, bro. You done sold about a zillion tapes, bro.
Yo, man, we got to talk more about that. I just want to say, Kingpin, John Penn, you guys did get my record played on WJLB or JLB, if you will. I did see the CD in Blockbuster Music. I did see it in there, but then through the grapevine, I did, a few A&Rs, people that worked at Undercurrent and people that was close to you was like, yo, they say your record ain't playing over here, but then your records, I heard it out in this state, and I heard it in that state, and X, Y, and Z. So cool. We just call a spade a spade. I'm young, I'm naive, didn't have a lawyer, I signed, didn't get anything. But now that I'm a fully grown man, it's 2023, and we got the internet, we got all this stuff going on. Well, let's say that I'm not naive anymore. I'm a full grown man, smart. I would know if someone were interested in anything that I'm doing in 2023, I would not act as if I was still young without going to my advisors.
Right.
So with that being said, I'll just give props to that right there, but it's just so unfortunate that DJ Butter, you, B-Boy Reg, that you didn't get a chance to hear what my album could have been like in '94. Classic.
I mean, you was the first cat around Maurice to really do professional music and put it out. Like, in the shop, from the shop, you and Dopadelic. What at that time, Boss was out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, hold on a minute. Let's talk about my brother Big Proof. Rest in peace to Big Proof.
Yeah.
Rhythm Kitchen, right? do you guys remember the name of Proof's first group?
Yafu Dafu.
Because he was rhyming with this kid named Time.
Yeah.
Two of them. Do you remember the first name of that group? I remember. See, you taking me back. I so love this interview, Butter. You don't know how much I feel right now to set my life record straight with you. The name of that group, when I first met Proof and Don, they were calling themselves Tribe of the Woods.
Right.
That was the name of their group, Tribe of the Woods. Hey, yo, peace. I'm Lord E.O. Love, Lord Manifest, but yo, we Tribe of the Woods. Listen, do you know throughout Detroit history, the name Lord Manifest and Big Proof. Nobody from the 90s can tell you that Proof killed Lord Manifest in an MC battle. We don't know. Did Lord Manifest get Proof in an MC battle? We don't know. Let me tell y'all something. Me and Proof battled so many times. So many times. When Proof would try to do his thing and spit fast, I would be like, hey, the mic and the full trying to get the line to the man, the fest to the breaking it down, you get the style. I'm breaking it down. Now you know that the deal to the fold of the way. The mic and the fold of the great. Yo, I would get on Proof like Proof would try to do his little spit fast, but I tell you, rest in peace to Proof. Proof could not do the roll of a tongue the way I would do it. He couldn't roll his tongue the way I would roll it. All right? Right. But let me tell you, in the history of the Detroit rolling with Maurice Malone, me and Proof battle, hip hop shop, downtown Broadway at a Maurice
at the Mecca. What was it, the Mecca?
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt.
Because I remember Wu Tang coming there too.
No doubt.
Yeah. Proof was the host, wasn't he?
Proof hosted that. Yeah.
Oh, true indeed. And then the shelter and all that. Now I'm gonna say this like this. I do remember Craig G and Proof battling. I would say this for Detroit. Maybe Proof did kill Craig G in a battle, but I'm gonna say this right now. Rest in peace to Proof. I love Proof. Proof could not kill me in no not Lord Manifest at that time. And you ask anybody from our era. Right. You know what I mean? Who would know like, you ask DJ Butter, B-Boy Reg, ask Jerome Mungo. If you know who that is. Yeah. Ask Jerome. Ask him. Matter of fact, talk to Maurice Malone. Maurice Malone, ask him.
All right.
Yeah.
Hey man, where you get your first time hearing hip hop, man? Where you get that influence from, man? What was the first piece of hip hop you heard?
Okay, now I gotta take you back because again, from a young kid, growing up 10 years old, just that east side of the D over there, Canton. I remember what was it? 83, 82, 83, something like that. I wanted to be like Just Ice and Mantronics and MCT. Listening to Just Ice, LaToya, Tila Rock. Them brothers birthed me. I remember I was stealing money out of my mother's purse. There was a record store, a lot of vinyl, somewhere on the east side. I don't remember. Went to see this guy, and I remember DJ Butter B-Boy Reg. Man, I bought so much vinyl. After I got my ass kicked, of course, it's money. When I came, like, where you getting this shit from? And I'm taking my mother's turntable and her boyfriend, right, playing my vinyl on their joint, Slick Rick, Dougie Fresh, you name it, for that time. But when I got a hold of Just Ice and Mantronics, MCT, I'm like, yeah, that's when I really heard my potential. And not only that, these other brothers, Ultramagnetic MC.
Oh yeah, Cool Key, G, shout out,
Key. Yeah, because it was like different rhyme styles and rhyme patterns they had, and the production was it was something different. I mean, we all love Run and D, but it was something different about those guys, the way they rap. So yeah.
No doubt. And I remember that critical beatdown, DJ Butter, B-Boy Reg. Let me tell you something. You know, I got my ass busted at high school. Let me tell you how. Somebody was like, nah, that's Cool Key, he biting. Yeah, I bit. Yeah, I went Cool Keith. Like knowing I'm hard manifesting, knowing I can spit, but for some reason, it's exactly what Cool Keith said. He said he said magnetic is to attract ears that bite. Yeah, I did bite some lyrics from Cool Keith. It's like, nah, I said that ain't sure. That's Cool Keith. That's how much I love Ultra. And I tell Cool Keith that to this day when I see him. I tell him that to this day. I say, Keith, back in the days, man, in high school, I bitch your joint. He's like, that ain't nothing new. I done heard it all. Right. Like, yeah, I'm such a big fan. But yeah, DJ Butter, the Rat Pack, Tila Rock, Mantronics, just like that's my claim of grabbing that mic.
Right. That's dope. And what you working on now? I see you was talking about your production. What type of music you working on, and what projects you got coming?
I was gonna say to you, DJ Butter, do you have the track listing? Are you able to pull it up on the screen to show my new EP? Are you able to pull it up and flash it across your?
Did you send it in the email?
Yes, I did. I sent you the link.
He sent it to me.
Yeah, I have a B-Boy Reg. I got a new 8-song EP. Well, okay. I done changed it up because again we talked about 4 songs, but I just decided to do 8. It's called Super Spellbound, and of course the name comes from Ultramagnetic. And who's featured on the song? Ultramagnetic. I got the whole Ultramagnetic. Rest in peace to Tim Dog. I'm on a hook, and I got Said G, TR Love, Mo Love. When they was all they somewhat, well, Mo Love to me, Ultramagnetic ain't Ultramagnetic without Mo Love. He's not with them anymore, but I got them all on my joint. Super Spellbound. Then I got the strong. Do you see it, Butter? If you pull it up, then I can explain it.
Yeah, I got this. My joint on airplane mode. Hold on.
I sent you a few links.
Yeah.
I sent you my press release bio too.
Yeah, I got that.
Never tell what's going on. Yeah, I'm doing an interview with my peoples right now. My man from the D, my DP, Detroit, baby. Not Dallas, Texas, Detroit, the real. Not Dallas, Texas. I don't know. Y'all say y'all a D. No, I'm saying
nah.
Detroit is the D. I don't know about that.
That's no stuff, ain't it?
Yeah, I had to explain that some years ago when I met Kwame down there at when they had the All-Star game down there one year. And I was like, this the mayor of the D. They was like, no, he ain't. I was like, yes, he is. I ain't talking about Dallas.
Yeah, the real D.
Yeah, real D.
Right. Yeah, doing an interview. Shout out Bigo Live. Yo, Tia, what's going on?
But if you forward it to the Funky Fresh email, I'll be able to pull it up. And while you doing that, we can.
You know, hey, B-Boy Reg, do this.
Yeah.
Type in Radar Van Bandcamp. Go on Google. It's RAA. Let me know when you're there, and I'm gonna show you. Let me know when you're there.
All right.
Hey, DJ Butter, you do got my press release bio. I sent you a few links.
Yeah.
You can pull those up if you want to. I sent you a few links in there. Let me know when you're there, B-Boy Reg.
Yeah, I'll get there in 1 second. Let me pull it up.
But 8-song EP. And I'm out here in the Bay Area. I'm on the West Coast. I'm getting ready to head back to NYC in the next 3 weeks. I've been going to school. I'm going to community college, City College of San Francisco.
Oh, that's dope.
So I've been going to school. They got free school out here. So I don't have to pay the tuition. So I got my Pell Grant, all that good money. But basically, that's the money. I'm trying to move here for good, but I'm going to Sacramento. So I'm trying to move out of, it's been fun living in NYC, but I like California. So I'm trying to move back out here for good. So I'm going to be out in Sac.
You first one of the first hip hop traveling man, globetrotter I know. You know what I'm saying? You've been like that for a long time.
But buddy, you done told me something. I want you to speak on that because I never knew. You saying I inspire you? Now you gotta explain that one to me.
I mean, shit, you used to, man, have a bag full of mixtapes, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's like, damn it. And I used to look, he got a cover for every mixtape. I mean, just to see, you had the copies with the mixtapes, and then just to see you flip Maurice Malone clothes out the trunk with them, bro.
Wow.
The confidence you was giving us back then, bro, before he even had the hip hop shop.
I'm gonna tell you something. And this is on my word. I don't know if few of the people and you had it. I want you to pull that back up.
Yeah, I'll pull it back up.
But I want to say this, and this is on my word. I don't know if people besides DJ Butter, B-Boy Reg, Mo Malone, the people that showed Lord manifest love prior to that time. But I don't know if people hated me or disliked me because I always talked about being from New York City. So I guess people thought I was full of shit, faking it, trying to be a wannabe. But see, that's just the thing. You just didn't know me. You didn't know my life. People just didn't know who I was. So I guess people looking on the outside or the inside looking outside like, yo, this brother ain't real. He ain't this, he ain't that. So when I dropped and came out, only a few people showed me love. Butter, Mo Malone, Baatin. A lot of people related to me, but everybody else just didn't gravitate. But I could be wrong, B-Boy Reds, DJ Butter. I could be wrong, but this is just what I'm saying. And I'm only going with my heart goes. Like I always stayed true to me being a real MC. I was never trying to rap like them or them. I only rhyme to who raised me. The real boom bap, the real hip hop. Shout out to KRS-One. You know, the real hip hop. Anytime I spit, my spit stayed the same. I would never change it. So, and I said this on Facebook. To the people, no, this is what I said. The reason why Lord Manifest name don't come up in the list of Detroit MCs, because, and rightfully so, I was really never there. I was there, but I wasn't there. Right. So you over here.
You know, if you around this age, at our age, if you wasn't, it's just like a lot of people our age then meet Dilla. You know, just like, so, you know, Cass really wasn't there from the beginning of, you know, the foundation. I mean, like I say, I still got your vinyl, you know, back then, and we all used to look at that like, damn, this is before a lot of us. I mean, after the DMW and the Smiley, you know what I'm saying? Just to even see the business, you was a walking business, bro. You know what I'm saying? Walking billboard for Maurice Malone, and you know what I'm saying? For real, bro. That was inspiring, bro.
You know what it was prior to the hip hop shop. We call it the hip hop shop era, right? Prior to that, like Butter mentioned, the DMW, Middle Mercers, and all them guys, they had records out. But then the hip hop shop era, a lot of dudes wasn't putting out a lot of material and vinyl and presenting it in a professional way. So that made you stand out, right? And then in regards to the sound, I think what it was too, I don't know if people was hating, but Detroit was going through that transition period where we was trying to identify our sound, because it was always that mix between we had the street dudes and then we had the backpack, well, so-called backpack rap, right? So Detroit was trying to identify itself. So anything that didn't sound like Detroit, people kind of didn't understand it, or we thought somebody was trying to sound like something else. But in reality, we was all sounding like something else at the time because we hadn't identified our own sound yet. When you hear everybody demos from the 90s, that era, it had a little bit of Tribe in it, or it had a little bit of Wu Tang in it, or it even had a little bit of NWA in it. So Detroit being from the Midwest, we had a little bit of influence from everybody. But I just think that some people always found a reason to hate on each other, regardless of what it was, instead of just appreciating good music.
You know, the balance too, man. If Maurice Malone had a full-fledged record label, if Maurice Malone would have put out the Slum Villages and really put out that stuff at that time, like, you know, like he did, you know, Bullets and Gunsmoke and all that stuff. If he would have show his business hat with the hip hop, he was kind of like, you know, kind of in and out with hip hop a little bit. But if he would have put it in the headlock more, I think the chamber would have made a lot more sense. You know, just like we needed a CEO to be attached to hip hop a little bit more.
Yeah.
You know, it came out of Barack and, you know, RJ Rice and them. You know, he had to leave Shackles on My Feet to do hip hop music.
Right.
But Maurice was in the shop. Maurice was Hitsville. He was Motown. You know what I'm saying? You know, with the clothes, you know, the environment, the whole, our escapism was with Maurice. We was the doo-woppers going to see Maurice. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know,
and in all fairness to that era, the boom bap hip hop that we was creating, or that was being created during that time period, like Butter said, there was no CEOs messing with that music at the time like that. For that smart, we didn't see people get interested and put money behind it until a little bit later, right? So early on, nobody was investing money. The street rap, they had street dudes investing into them. That's why you seen those records at Chantanique's. But the boom bap, you ain't see that. You know what I'm saying? You had to get out there and do the mixtapes to put it out on your own.
Yeah.
What Dopadelic was opening up for Boss a lot at that time. And
I remember.
That was new. You know what I'm saying? It was like somebody cared about that chamber of hip hop. You know what I'm saying?
You know what? Just to track back, I was so disappointed in as I said before, and as you mentioned, Undercurrent Records. I think they had the potential to bring on, because not just Lord Manifest, B-Boy Rez, DJ Butter, there was some other MCs that used to come over to Pinpoint Production. They called themselves A Dose of Reality. There was a cassette tape, a list of, it was a compilation of some MCs. I say this to say, had John Penn had his head screwed on right, instead of thinking of a quick dollar and bounce out, I think they had the potential to really grab a whole bunch of ill MCs throughout the Detroit, Michigan, I'm speaking of. MCs out of Detroit, rugged with lyrics. Like, I met and rhymed with brothers on the bus that I would be like, yo, son, can I bring you over to Undercurrent Records? Like, I met guys who was just like, they didn't want to like go sign no contract. I was like, man, I want to introduce you. But in a way, I'm kind of glad, because I ain't want to bring nobody else talking how I'm talking in 2023. I got the short end of the stick. So, but I'm just saying that they had the potential to put a whole bunch of dope MCs and make them known. Not just UNV and Kim, because shout out to Kim. I'm proud of those. Shout out to Kim. Shout out to UNV, wherever them brothers at. But I really wish I had that chance to bring on. I would have loved to did a record with Proof. As me and Proof battle, I would have been on a record with Proof. We could have did a joint. Me and Baatin could have did a record together. You know what I mean? Right. But I just say that to say, B-Boy Reg, my name don't come up because I know I wasn't really there like that. I was in and out of the D. So if you say top 5 Detroit, you might say Detroit Most Wanted. You might say AWOL, Awesome Dre. You might say your man a merciless Samir, and the fifth would be Dopadelic. Hey, is Lord Manifest there? Who's that? Well, I think I remember.
Esham as well.
Yeah, Esham. You know what I mean? But if you say the name Lord Manifest, people might be like,
but you
real
niggas
the kid
know.
That was rapping the stage, rapping at the bus stop. Nah, he ain't on my list. I respect that though. Go ahead, brother.
But for that hip hop shop to be the headquarters, and for clothes and hip hop to be together like that, it was you and Proof. Then it was the rest of that stuff. You know, the fashion and the, you know what I'm saying? It was just a different chamber, bro. They trying to forget about Proof now. You know, it's just the game right now. You know what I'm saying? That's why we doing Funky Fresh and Flesh, giving up the game. You know what I'm saying?
You can't. As long as our hearts are pumping, me, you, Butter, B-Boy, Reg, I'ma always shout out Proof. Proof was there. Proof was the man. Proof was the man of the day. Now I don't know Goon Squad. I just knew Proof. I never met what's her name?
Trick.
I never met Trick. I met Proof and a few others, House Shoes and Fat Cat and them. I met them brothers, but when it comes to the mayor, I will always take my hat off, be like, yo, Proof, he was the man. That I respected that brother. We wrestled together, we hung out, you know.
Yeah, y'all loved each other, man. Y'all was like LA and Lakers and Pistons, you know what I'm saying?
There you go. There you go.
You know, the Magic Johnson and Isaiah, y'all was that for real, bro.
Yeah, no doubt. But yeah, man. It's just so unfortunate. But B-Boy Reg, thank you for clearing up what you said. And like I said, I could be wrong. I just know that I like to stay true to the hip hop, to my style, to the way I, you know, do my thing, you know. So
I mean, we all went through that phase where, you know, we rap like the people that influenced us, but then we added our own swag to it and then eventually developed our own style. I mean, I just heard something with Pharrell when he was rapping like Q-Tip, you know what I'm saying? Back in the day. But then you heard a little bit of Slum Village in his voice too, you know, so
right.
Hey, you know,
it's like Kanye and Mace, and you know,
right.
It's like, and a lot of it got that from Q-Tip. A lot of that style, you know.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, pull up that list. Pull
I'm gonna pull it up for you.
Are y'all able to play something or no? Are you able to play something or?
Not on this. The audio won't be that clear.
Okay, it's all good. Everything in that orange color, that's my new joint. Everything else, you ain't gotta pay no attention to. But the orange cover, that's my EP.
All right, so this you and Cool Keith.
Click on it, pull it up, like blow it up. Click one of the links and blow it up.
Okay.
No. Our band.
Yeah, no doubt.
Go get his shit on Bandcamp, man.
But actually, if you look at it, you see you see the date. You see the date. I ain't released it yet. You see the date?
Oh, okay. Yeah, it say July 24th. Okay.
That's my born day. That's my B day.
Okay.
That's my born day. And the reason why I'm leaving it like that, or I may change it, because like I said, I'm in the Bay Area. I'm 30 something years late. I'm out here, DJ Butter, B-Boy Reg. I'm out here in the Bay Area. Son, I'm out here trying to shop my joint. I'm out here taking it back like there's record labels. There's no labels no more. But I had a chance to meet a few people and take a look at it. But it's been kind of up and down. But at the end of the day, I'm gonna tell you, when I do get to Sacramento, I'm gonna go in and get my LLC, brother. DJ B-Boy, I'm gonna get my LLC. I'm gonna go ahead and start my label. I'm gonna start my label.
Mm-hmm.
That's dope.
Yeah, you always been about your hustle, bro. For real, you know. You always touch the people with your music. You know, just don't stop doing that. The internet made people lazy. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, no doubt.
That's dope. So you got tracks with Ultramagnetic, Wu Tang Method.
Now let me keep it real with y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you know, ain't nothing free. I definitely had to pay, like not my whole half of my body, but I had to give up some dollars to get that. Now, this is mine. I got the stems. I got it's all mine. I got the paperwork. I got all that.
Right.
But it didn't come free. I had to pay something. And also, I wanted to say, when I first got back to NYC from leaving Pinpoint Production out in Detroit, RZA showed me love. RZA showed me love. But let me be honest with you. I'm glad that I didn't sign with the RZA. Because if you remember back in them days, and if you remember reading, a few Wu Tang affiliates got it's out there in the news how Ghost was suing RZA and things of that, Killer Priest and Sons of Man. So one day RZA was like, Raaddrr, why you represent Wu Tang so much? And I gave him my answer, and I was like, well, yo, you gave me the opportunity. You put the W, I do my thing. He's like, yeah, but you're not the only one. And we never did put a record out on you. And I said, yeah, RZA, yeah, you never put a record out. You never put a record out on me, no doubt. So back in them days, I would talk to certain affiliates. They never got their money. They never had a chance to get on. It's all about like, okay, you love that W, but you wasn't gonna really see anything. But I appreciate the love that Ruler Zigzag that RZA showed me. But back then, my record label, DJ Butter and B-Boy Reg, came from before the mega store. My record label was selling them tapes, and I made good money. Nobody in New York ever seen a guy like me. Like, who is this guy? I mean, I was eating, son. On the end of the week, I would have about $150. Now, New York, you had mixtape booths. You had the mixtape booths where brothers go and cop a mixtape, but you never had a single solo artist saying, yo, this is my music, $10, my sticker, 50 cents. I'm on the trains. Weekends, I'm making money. Let me tell you something, Butter. You know, I got so crazy in my mind. Somebody, I don't know, from Bad Boy, because I used to see all the labels, all the artists out in Time Square. B-Boy Reg, somebody tried to offer me a deal, I wouldn't take it. You know what I said to my man? Duke, no, what Duke said to me? He said, yo, you rather me give you $10 for a tape than come up to the label, to the studio. You know what I said? I said, yeah, give me the $10. Like, I even shot my old self in the foot where I possibly could have got a deal better than Undercurrent Records, but I was consumed, DJ Butter B-Boy. Yeah. I was consumed and fine with going to Times Square, making money. I was the only one out there. If you go to New York City today, and I'm sure you, Butter, you've been to NYC, have anybody came to you and tried to sell you a tape, sell you something, and you be like, yo, I know the guy that started this. Y'all doing this guy named Raaddrr Van. Like, oh, I heard about the old shit. Nobody in New York, B-Boy Reds, nobody was out there selling tapes and CDs. I was the only one, 94, 95, Times Square. Even the police, NYPD, they knew it was my music. I used to watch the Africans run they be selling the knockoff Canal.
Yeah, they be selling the bootlegs and all. Yeah,
and they see me selling my own. They wouldn't mess with me. I wouldn't have to run. It's like, oh, that's Lord Benefacts or Ladot Knife. I was going by Ladot Knife back then. You remember, brother? I was going by so yeah, I was going by all different names, but yeah, you know, shout out to the RZA, you know, rocking with brothers, and now me and Ghostface. You see Ghost and be like, DJ Butter, B-Boy Reg. You be like, you know, Radar, Radar, the MPC killer. Yeah, so he goes to super.
Dope, man.
Man, tight.
Hey, tell us something, man. You know, our life been like a movie, bro, with hip hop, man. What you think about the Wu Tang series and all that? You know.
You know what's bugged out, and I'll say this. I'll say this. Rest in peace to Papa Wu. I did an album with Papa Wu, Visions of the 10th Chamber, Part 2. Did a whole album. Rest in peace to Papa Wu. You know what Papa Wu said? And I'll let y'all go figure. And you would hear Ghost and Ray deny it. But you can YouTube Papa Wu. Papa Wu said Ray and Ghost used to black at each other. Now Ghost and Ray, they would try to deny, and I get it, because that was so long ago. Yeah. So of course Ghost would be like, yeah, we used to shoot at it. He ain't gonna admit that, but Papa Wu did say they used to shoot at each other. But when I saw DJ Butter, when I saw the first season 1, the first episode, I was like, wow. Yo, you know what? I'm gonna throw this out. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Ghost was at Sony Hall. Now I'm gonna tell you how much Ghost could have punched me. Yo, I went up on the stairs. I said, yo, Ray tried to shoot you and your brothers. He was like, yo, it's a long time ago. It's a long time ago. I'm like, oh, okay, God, it's a long time ago. But I'm like, when Papa Wu said it, and then for them to put it on a film, and then RZA say some of it is fiction, and I see the fiction in the Hulu series, and then I see some of the realism. Yeah, that bugged me out, DJ Butter, B-Boy Reg. That scene of the shootout when he was Ghost in there feeding his brothers, his mother in there, I was like, yo. But when you watch an interview, Ghost would be like, nah, it didn't happen. It didn't happen. But Papa Wu did.
Keep the negative energy down.
Right. But I think the Hulu series is the Hulu series is dope. And as a matter of fact, if you check season 3, episode 7, you might see your man up in there. You might see like you ain't gonna see my face, but you'll see me by the cabinet looking to the side or something. You see me up in there. I got a little that was $500 for the day from the casting network and RZA everybody, you know, let me get that little cameo. Yeah, I went out there. It was nice.
You know, I met the Wu Tang in Detroit, downtown. They were down there, Shane Park over there. Wu Tang Power and Method Man was over there, and Power pulled me to the side, man, like, yo, man, how y'all let Proof pass away, bro? You know, like, what happened? You know,
yeah.
You know, it was just like, yo, y'all supposed to protect him, bro. What happened? You know, it's like it was him and Hassan. He was talking about Hassan as well. Like, you know, those guys supposed to been loved more. You know, Method Man got us on the bus. Me and Strike, he said the same thing. He sat on the bus, man, shaking his head, man, crunched a pound of weed, quarter pound of weed, and smoked with us. And you know, just the way we don't really protect each other, like how they at least present that. You know, it's just like we got to get better with that. You know, even if they had put their money into the gym shoes and the Wallabies and the Wu Tang store. They did that stuff to kind of secure, with the aside from the music, to really give us, if they made their money now, just like how Roxanne Shante finally made her money off her film,
Right.
just selling millions of records. They got their just due, you know what I'm saying? With the story being, in a world like it is.
Hey, DJ Butter.
Roxanne.
Hey, pardon me, DJ Butter, not to cut you off, pardon me. I just want to speak to Proof. For a brother like Proof to be holding it down for a million or $1 billion white boy, Eminem, Proof should not have been nowhere near the hood of the strip club. Proof should have been somewhere up in the mountains, somewhere with his man M. Because the platform that Proof had, B-Boy Reds, DJ Butter, it was so like, I don't know if I want to say unprofessional or just unorchestrated, right? Calculated or something, that for that brother to be huge, MTV, Eminem, doing his thing. Son, you still need bodyguards. You still need somebody like, no, somebody to hold Duke down. Proof. So it's just, man, I don't even have the words to say, because I remember when I first got the new. I seen Proof come out of Virgin Mega store, right? One day I was out doing my thing in NYC. Proof came out of Virgin Mega store. He's behind me. I'm doing my thing. I didn't even know he was there. He's like, yo, La, to the room, like, Proof. Like, good. Like, he's chilling, doing his thing. Next thing you know, I go back to the BX or somewhere. My man Ariel from Ultra, he called me. He called me and he said Proof dead. Proof got killed. I just seen Proof at Virgin Mega store the other day. Nice outside. Got killed in Detroit. Where you get killed? Strip club. What happened? Pulled his gun out.
After hours. Yeah.
Yes, somebody went and pulled their gun. Proof. Yeah. Man.
When Power brought that up, bro, it's just the art of being celebrated and appreciated instead of tolerated. It's like they tolerated them to. This is what I be feeling about a lot. When I didn't know what to say with Power, because they had their little things with Dirty Bastard, but they still, he didn't go out murdered like, what I'm saying, cold-blooded like that,
Hey, yo, we ain't even gonna talk about my brother Baatin. That really tore me up. Yeah. I found out about Baatin, the way he passed. Like, man.
Yeah, my homeboy went to the morgue and seen him, bro. He said, my boy went to the morgue and seen Baatin in the slab with the grass on his hair, like they beat him up and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? He was messed up, from that. It's like, those guys are legends, bro. It's like, I don't understand, like, how the dealers don't be like, yo, I know you owe G for a sack, but you got to work it off.
Let me tell you something, because we celebrating and big up dope MCs. Dope MCs passed away. Baatin, Proof, dope MCs from out in the 313. Man, I would go to the African World Festival, just be chilling. I ain't even know Baatin up in there. I would go by the river, down by the river. Baatin got his little hat on, he doing his thing. He doing his dance.
Doing the dances, yeah.
And then I come through like, wow, what up? We hugging each other and all that. And I remember had to be 10-something years ago. I remember I broke the news to him about our high school homie, my man K Funk. You don't know who he is, but I mentioned him.
I heard about him.
His name was K Funk. People in Persia thought we were twin brothers. They thought we looked so much alike. They thought we were twins. He got killed. And when I told Baatin he got killed, Baatin was tore up. He was like, no. I was like, yeah, K Funk Leon, he got killed in his barbershop on the east side.
Wow.
And speaking of the east side, and I don't want to keep, dwelling on, the bad and crazy part, but I heard about the three MCs that got killed.
Oh yeah, they up the street from my grandma's house. Yeah. On log cabin.
Butter. You don't have to say, but I would hope that you're on the outskirts somewhere living. Like, I will hope that you really not living inside the D like that, because it looked like you think people are saying New York City going back to the 80s. And when I hear about the east side, yo, man, I would like to come to the D and visit, but I couldn't live in Detroit no more, man.
Hey, I've been hanging in AZ for a minute, man. I came as soon as I came down here, bro. I got sick. I didn't understand.
You too, boy, Reg. You too.
Oh yeah, I don't live in. I'm in Detroit, but I don't live in Detroit.
Not saying now. Let me explain something to you stupid fools out there. Understand what I'm saying, dummies. Oh, he's soft. Oh, did you kill it? No. Understand that if I got a family, DJ Butter got a family, B-Boy Rez got a family, got families. Why would you want to continue to live where your own people is disrespecting you and killing you? It's not a safe place to live around. That's why I'm getting my black ass to Cali. I'm not trying to live in NYC no more. I got a nice little spot, and it don't make me soft. I'm not soft. Just the fact that pants sagging, blunts, guns, no. That ain't my life, man. That's cool for TV and all that, but I'm trying to live. I'm 50 years old. I want to live another 10 years and more. I'm looking forward to get old. But to be in a neighborhood or in a city where your own people don't love you, they want to kill you. That's why I say, Butter, B-Boy Reg, I hope you're not still living in it, because it's just dangerous. It's not safe. So if you think that I'm soft and you think it's cool, then you know what? You just cutting your life short, and you won't live to be 50. And you remember the days we came up, B-Boy Reg and Butter, you'd be lucky if you make it to 21. Remember that? 21 back then.
It was 16, 18, then 21, then 25, then 30.
Now 16. You'd be lucky he lives to 16. Just crazy. You know?
And the way all these young rappers is just getting snuffed out. Now, back in our days, B-Boy Reg, DJ Butter, we had your killers, but rappers wasn't getting taken out like that.
Yeah.
I remember when Scholar Rock passed, like, we just sat there for years, like, damn, I can't believe this. Like, then MC Trouble, you know, it just was like, you know, like, wow, you know, we mourned for Scholar Rock for at least 10 years straight, you know, like, before it started getting really violent, you know.
It's just society that we live in, and the culture is different. So it just merged right into hip hop, you know. And but I do have to say this: sometimes the media make it more. When they say a rapper got killed, some of these dudes, they probably rap, but they not necessarily rappers in that sense. And not to take nothing away from them, but every young black man that get killed is not a rapper, right? But they put that label on them to sensationalize hip hop violence, but society is just different or as a whole. So it's just merged in with hip hop, and we're seeing the results of that.
Yeah. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I just hate to see these young guys get an opportunity so early on. Like you were saying, we probably had to live in that situation until we got older, right? But I hate seeing these guys young in their 20s, they're able to move away from it, but they still continue to be around it by choice. And then next thing you know, something happens. You're like, you ain't even have to be there. The whole goal is to make it out of the situation, so.
Yeah.
What they say, unoccupied minds, the devil's playground. You always was occupied, man. So gotta stay occupied, bro. Keep hustling, man. I'm gonna say this live, man. Man, we proud of you, bro. You part of the culture, man, for real, in a major way. And you've been a hustler. You've been you define, selling your own music in our culture, for real, bro. You know what I'm saying? And to see you take care of your daughters like you do, man, I always got thumbs up for you, bro, for real.
Hey, love you for that, man. You just told me something that I just never knew. I had no idea that I was the inspiration to how you do your thing. Yeah,
because I remember Proof used to be hard on me, bro. And when I first gave my mixtape, he just was looking at it like, but to see y'all, you know what I'm saying, to have a mixtape out with me blending other cats' music and making the tapes look a little professional, I felt like I was keeping up with y'all. It was mixtapes, you know what I'm saying? But it was a beauty to see, what you done with your career, man. People haven't forgot about you. Banging on the wall, see your knuckles bleed and hands bleed, bro, for real. Loving the hip hop.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna tell you this. You know who brought me to Pinpoint? It was this cute female. Her name is Toya Hankins. Toya. She was downtown Detroit. She seen me doing my thing at Cadillac Square, and I was like, when she was trying to get me over to Pinpoint, I'm like, you know what? That's all good, but I think I'm gonna pack up. I'm gonna head to NYC. I got some things to do. She's like, look, do what you want, but you should at least give yourself a chance. Come meet these brothers. They from the East Coast too. They from Delaware. I'm like, okay, that's dope. She was, she's a good salesman. Toya Hankins. She was the A&R for John Penn. So she brought me over there. Okay. And if it wasn't for her, Rapping for Change would never came to the surface. So shout out to you, Toya.
I spent big money at Pinpoint myself.
I want to say this though, because I had came to I think this was like 95, 96 or something like that. And I went to perform at a place. We was in Manhattan. It was called like the Varick Bar or something like that. Bunch of New York cats and everything. And when we told them dudes we was from Detroit, one of the dudes came. You know how somebody always want to feel like they know your hood or know your city. Exactly. And my man was like, yeah, I know some brothers from Detroit. And I'm thinking I don't know who he gonna name. He mentioned you and Mustafa. And I was like, all right, so you know some cats there, right? And that's when I was like, that's when I realized who was really moving around inside and outside of the city.
Wow.
Well. So
that's ill. That's ill.
Man, since you've been like a hip hop fanatic, man, since I know you, what message you got for hip hop since it's been 50 years? What message you got for hip hop?
That is a great question. Thank you for that. Because I just told y'all I'm 50, but wait a minute, I'm 49. In the next few months, right? Say the next 4 or 5 months.
Hey, you all know that I'm 49.
No doubt, baby.
Hey, I just turned 50 in February, man. Let it go, man. It's a blessing, man.
That's right. But this is what I want to say. Shout out to my mother. Rest in peace to my mother for having me.
Rest in peace.
1973, July 24. I was born a month before August 11th, 1973. That's the year that Kool Herc gave his back to school party. I'm getting ready to turn 50 with hip hop. Now, let me say this. We can argue. I'll take my shades off. All right, check it out. You can look me in my eyes. I'm saying this to everybody. We can argue that hip hop may be older than 50. We can argue that. People said that, but I'm gonna go with my born day to hip hop's born day. Hip hop is 50 years old. I don't care what you say. With all due the respect, you can argue that hip hop is older, but hip hop is 50. So for hip hop turning 50, it's been 50 years of emceeing, 50 years of DJing, 50 years of graffiti, 50 years of breakdancing, 50 years of knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, as Africa Bambaataa would say. So it's been 50 years of the 5 elements,
right,
to the real boom bappers, B-Boy Reg, DJ Butter, etc. Brothers from the D to the Bay to NY to down south. I'm saying a real boom bap. So this is our 50th anniversary, and I just want to say happy on the way B-Day to myself, to hip hop, to B-Boy Reg, to you, Butter, to all of us that's 50. This is our born day. And like, again, all you can say hip hop is older than 50, but we gonna leave it for what it is. Kool Herc is my father. I love you, Kool Herc. Thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to introducing us to this art form. And we could come back, because I was gonna say something else, but I'm gonna leave it there. Shout out to Kool Herc. Big up to Herc. Shout out to Grandmaster, Millie Mill, hip hop.
Yeah.
And I'm looking forward of, hey, if Allah allow us to live to 100 years, B-Boy Reg, DJ Butter, I'll be looking forward to 100 years of hip hop. But right now, I'm gonna stay here. We 50. Boom.
That's what's up.
Yeah. Shout out to my brother born August 11th, the day of hip hop. My brother's Dump, man, for real. Man, we appreciate you live, for real, bro. You know, keep it going, man. This ain't the last time, bro. When you got something else you want to say towards us, let us know. Play some beats for us or something, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, that's one thing we didn't talk about before we went down. Okay. So, y'all know what
that's the NPC live, right?
No doubt.
Yeah.
Team
with the
Fam.
fatigue on it.
Oh, you already. Now,
are you producing just for yourself or for other people as well?
B-Boy Reg, I would love to produce for other people. Right now,
right,
I'm getting ready to put I'm thinking about it. It's okay. A few things. Either I'm gonna put a sound pack or some kits together, which probably not, but I'm gonna put I'm gonna do an instrumental beat tape. I'm gonna put an instrumental joint together. Now, I want to share this with y'all. I talked about the 90s. Had I had this back in the 90s, what I'm doing today, if I did that back in the 90s, I believe that, I would be known. I believe I would be known. But I've been banging out the beats for the past 9, almost 10 years. I've been killing this. Now, this is not my first one. The first one that I picked up was the the MPC 500 and the 1000, knocking that down. And when I say banging out beats, this is the name. Red Jacket Killer, the MPC Killer. Now, let me tell you what I mean by that. Now, somebody in the world is saying, yo, if you got that around your neck, you must be nice. If you're going to have it around your neck, you got to be nice to have it around your neck. I believe I'm nice. I do. This is what I want to say. Boom bap is what I'm on. Boom bap is what I'm on, right? So when people hit my beats, it's gonna take you maybe possibly to Havoc, because I ain't gonna front. I do look up the Havoc DJ Butter and B-Boy Reg. Havoc raised me. When I first touched the drum machine, yo, son, your beats is on some Havoc, on some mob type Havoc. Now, of course, you know I'm love. You would think, son, you like on some Wu Tang, but no, my beats is on some Mob D. Shout out to the RZA, True Master, and Mathematics and all that. But my number one producer, top one, Havoc, DJ Premier, Pete Rock, Large Pro, and I will put the RZA in there. But yeah, man, Havoc, that's top producer.
Hey, let me ask you this, right? If you had one MC that you would want to hear over one of your beats, other than yourself, who would it be?
You know what? I would love to have Havoc from the Mob spit on one of my beats.
That's dope.
Rest in peace to Prodigy. I met Prodigy one time in my life, man. That's a whole nother conversation. But yeah, I would love to have Havoc, rhyming, Big Noise, any Ghost, anyone just rhyming on one of my joints. But to your question, B-Boy Reg, I would love to produce for other artists, and I had the chance to produce for a few people, but I am still, I guess I'm still establishing myself as a producer. And shout out to my man Raaddrr, my man Mark Live, Cool Keith Cousin. He gives me a lot of inspiration and shows me a lot of encouragement and love and big me up on my production. So if you on YouTube, just type in DA Red Jacket Killer with an H, like how you do Ghostface Killer. Right. Is the RED Jacket KILLAH, the Red Jacket Killer. Check out my production. Check out the beats, and you let me know what you think. And also the Red Jacket Killer on Instagram. The Red Jacket Killer, PKA the MPC Killer on Facebook, Radar Van on Twitter, Radar Van on Instagram, and then Raaddrr on Instagram as well. But yeah, Big Boy Reg, I love to make beats for some MCs, but I'm not getting too much traffic, so I'm just banging out beats for me.
Yeah, get with them for real. Man, we appreciate you, man. Big Proof, we got your battle buddy right here. We got Maurice Malone. We got your Brandon guy right here for real, man. We appreciate you, Live Manifest, for real. Radar Van, my man is a globetrotter, hip hop globetrotter for real.
You know I appreciate it so much, man. I feel like there's a lot more stuff I could tell you, but just like a baby, right? You only can feed a baby just a little bit. Can't feed them too much mashed potatoes. So we got to come back.
You know what? We gonna say that for when we get together in person and do the in-person interview. Yeah.
We're gonna get out on the West Coast, man. Get some palm trees and pina colada with you.
Yo, I hope to meet y'all in Sac, because Sac is my new home. Moving to Sacramento by September, if not sooner.
That's dope. Yeah, we're gonna be traveling here in the next several months. So, and taking it on the road. So,
yeah, we gotta educate these guys, man. We had to get you on the platform, bro, for real.
Oh, and before we say peace, DJ Butter, I gotta say your first mixtape with the dookie all on the front cover.
Shit happens.
It happened. That is my favorite DJ Butter mixtape. Like I heard a few of your mixtape, but that mixtape,
shit happens.
I love the MCs on it. And I will admit this. I believe everybody I could have been on that DJ Butter mixtape, but I just wasn't around. I wasn't around.
That's all.
And me and DJ Butter, I don't even think me and Butter, we possibly wasn't in contact. But I know if me and Butter was in contact, I would have been on that classic.
Yeah. I mean, you was with Pinpoint. I thought I had to sign a bunch of paperwork back then.
You know what? Most likely, yeah, because most likely, no doubt. Yeah, most likely, no doubt.
Yeah.
Hey, if you go back to the Kill the DJ and shit happens, you're gonna hear a lot of MCs that blew up after that. Butter was like, he was like our DJ Clue. You know what I'm saying? Back then,
I used to pull up on you with a bag full of mixtapes. So I was trying to keep up.
you look at those playlists back then. You look at the artists and look at where those artists at now. You will recognize it. So
yeah, no doubt.
Thank you, man, for real. Radar Van Live Manifest.
Thank y'all so much for having me, man. I can't wait to watch this over.
Words called Biz. We got it going for real. Live Manifest. Hip Hop Globetrotter, man. Funky Fresh in the Flesh. Thank you, Lock.
And we out.
Peace.
All right. Peace.